Vita, look at the paper. This is paper 1. And for the examination 2023, and this is specimen paper, mean the sample paper. Move to question number 1. Look at the question. Question is, a small cylinder is rolled along a roller and completes 2 full turns as shown in the diagram. 2 full turns. So 1 turn has distance equal to circumference. So 1 turn of the sphere has distance 2 pi r equal to circumference, which is equal to 2 pi r. But 2 turns, so it becomes 2 times 2 pi r mean 4 pi r. So what is the circumference of the cylinder? So look, 1 turn is circumference. It means the total distance covered from this point to this point is equal to 2 times circumference. So first look at this reading. This reading is 1.4 centimeter. And this reading is 10.2. So first we will calculate this distance. So 10.2 minus 1.4. So calculate the answer, please. I think it's 8.8. So this 8.8, but this is double of the circumference. So distance is equal to 2 times circumference. So 8.8 divided by 2 with the circumference. So answer is 8. I repeat this. According to the statement, a small cylinder is rolled along the roller and completes 2 full turns. Mean from this reading to this reading, the distance covered is equal to 2 circumference, because full rotation is 1 circumference distance. So 1.4 this reading, 10.2 this reading. The difference of these two is 8.8 centimeter. This is equal to the double of the circumference. Hence the circumference is equal to half of this distance. So 4.4 centimeter is the answer. Now move to next question. Which diagram shows the vector addition of 4 and 3 forces? 4 and 3. Vector addition. So look, if this is 4 Newton, this is 3 Newton, then this will be the resultant, this one. And according to Pythagoras theorem, perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. So this must be 5 Newton. So which diagram is similar to this? A, B, C, D. So we start from A, 4. 3 is added in it. Yes, A is the answer. Why not B? Because the resultant has opposite direction. For the resultant, we have to join the tail of the first vector with the head of the last vector. So this is in the opposite direction. Now here, no head to tail rule, because this vector in this direction, other vector must be in this direction. This is wrong. And this is also wrong because head to tail rule is not applied. This is head to head. So the answer is A. 4 Newton and 3 Newton, both are added according to the head to tail rule, and the resultant is 5. So answer is A. Now question number 3. Very simple question. Distance covered in 4 seconds. This is speed against time graph. And the distance is actually this area, this triangle area. So area is equal to 1 by 2 base into height. So 1 by 2, base is 4 and the height is 6. So the answer is 2 ones are 2 twos are 6 twos are 12. So answer is this C. Simple question. Now the number 4, an astronaut travels to Mars. Which row describe how his mass and his weight compares with the size, their size on the Earth? So the mass remains same and the weight different. Reason, because W is equal to mg. When mass constant, then weight directly proportional to g. G of the Mars is different from the Earth, so the weight of the object on the Mars will be different. So we have to select mass same, weight different. So C answer. Look, same mass and the different weight. And the next question, number 5. Which object has the largest resultant force? Largest resultant force means we have to take the difference of opposite forces. Look, these two forces are in one direction. So this is 20, this is 30. So 30 minus 20, 10 Newton resultant. Here, this is 20 Newton, this is 10. So 20 minus 10 opposite, this is 10 Newton. And here, 5 and 5, 10 Newton. This side 30, so 30 minus 10, this is 20 Newton resultant. And here, this side, no force, 0 Newton, 5, 5, 5, it's 15 Newton. And we have to select the largest resultant. So this is answer because the largest resultant force is 20. Okay, in question number 6, the tractor pulls a trailer at constant speed. Look at the constant speed, mean the acceleration is 0. So resultant force is 0. The tractor exerts a force of 1600 Newton force on the trailer. What force is exerted by the trailer on the tractor? So resultant force is 0. So look, the driving force minus the resistive force is equal to MA. Acceleration is 0. Mean the both forces are equal. Forward driving and the back resistive force is 0. So the answer is 1600. But which direction? The trailer exerts a force of 1600 Newton forward on the trailer. This tractor, sorry. Here, what force is exerted by the trailer on the tractor? Which option? Definitely according to Newton's third law, same force, but in the opposite direction. Instead of forward, you will write backward, same force. So this is the answer B. Action and reaction, both are equal, but opposite in direction. So tractor forward, this one on the trailer, and the trailer, this force backward. So 1600 Newton backward. Newton's third law. Number 7. A skydiver is falling at terminal velocity. Again, acceleration 0. Resultant force 0. So the air resistance exactly equal to the weight, according to the theory. So which row describes the acceleration of the skydiver and the velocity of the skydiver? So acceleration is 0 and the velocity terminal is constant. So definitely the answer will be C, 0 acceleration and the constant velocity, because terminal velocity. Number 8. Which car experiences a resultant force that is not 0? So the resultant force is not 0, mean there is acceleration. So acceleration is produced either by increasing velocity, decreasing velocity, or changing the direction of the velocity. So car moving along a straight horizontal road at the constant, not the magnitude changing, not the direction changing. This is not the answer. A car moving around a bend at the constant speed. Look at the bend. So it is changing direction. So there is centripetal acceleration. So the resultant force. So B is the answer. Look at the C, a car moving up a hill at constant velocity, up a hill, straight direction, constant. So acceleration 0. but we have to select not 0. A car that is at rest, no. So definitely the answer is B, because car is taking turn, its velocity is changing due to change of direction. So there is acceleration and there is a resultant force. And the resultant force name is centripetal force. Number 9. A car is designed to be stable. Where must the center of gravity of the car be? Definitely at the lowest position, because the stability depends on 2 factors. Lower the center of gravity and wide the base area. So above the front of the wheel, no. Above the rear wheel, no. High in the car as possible, no. As low in the car as possible. So this is the answer, because lower height of the center of gravity will give you more stability. And number 10. So look at the diagram. The diagram shows the block being pulled up a ramp of the rope. The block has a weight W and the rope is pulled with the force F. The block moves a distance PR, yes, along the slope and is raised to a vertical height QR. What is the equation for the work done on the block by the rope? So look, force in this direction, distance in this direction. So definitely work is force multiplied by distance covered in the direction of force. So along the rope is exerting force in this direction. So we will multiply this distance PR. So force multiplied by distance PR. So is the answer. Not QR, not weight, not this weight. Okay, because the force exerted along the rope multiplied by distance covered along the rope, which is PR. Okay, so next question, question number 11. Question number 11 is, which uses a non-renewable energy source? A geothermal heating system, a nuclear power station, or solar, wind. So these are renewable. And the nuclear power station is non-renewable. So B is the answer. Non-renewable, which cannot be reused. And number 12, which expression gives the efficiency of the AC generator? Efficiency is output energy divided by input energy. So total input and total output. So A is the answer. Electric energy output divided by total energy input. So A is the answer. So here both are outputs, is wrong. This is total energy output divided by electrical energy input. No. For the generator, electric energy is not input. There will be chemical energy of the fuel. Thermal energy output, no. Electric energy output. So you have to select this A. And number 13. Mercury is a liquid. The diagram shows a simple mercury barometer. Which height is a measure of atmospheric pressure? So look, we have 2 levels of the liquid, one in the tube, another the container. So do remember always the height between the liquid in the container and the liquid in the tube is representing the atmospheric pressure. So C is the answer. So the height from the surface of the liquid in the container to the surface of the liquid in the tube. So this C is representing the atmospheric pressure. And number 14, a gas is sealed in a sealed container of the constant volume. The gas is heated and the pressure of the gas on the wall of the container increases. How do the particles of the gas causes this increase in the pressure? They expand? No. They hit each other? No. They hit with the wall of container. So definitely this is the answer. They hit the container, they're exerting force, and the force divided by area causing pressure. They vibrate? No. See the answer. The molecules are vibrating, they are colliding with the walls of container, they're exerting pressure due to change of momentum, and force divided by area causing pressure. So C is the answer. And the number 15, a person cannot open a glass jar which has a metal lid. After the lid is held under hot water for a few seconds, the jar opens easily. Yes, due to hot water, it expands. What is the explanation of this? So definitely, the lid expands. So glass jar contracts? No. The glass? No. The metal lid contracts? No. The metal lid expands. So this is the answer D. Because heating causes expansion. So lid expands, so it opens easily. Okay, now the question number 16. More energetic particle escape from the surface of the liquid. So escaping from the surface of the liquid is a change of the state. Which term describes this process? Evaporation. With escaping of the molecule from the liquid is either boiling or evaporation. But in boiling, molecule can escape from the entire liquid, even from the bottom, from the middle, from the top. But when it is mentioned escape from the surface of the liquid, then definitely it's evaporation. Number 17. The depth of the sea under a ship is determined by sending a pulse of the sound with a frequency of 3000 hertz from a transmitter on the bottom of the ship to the seabed. The sound reflects, definitely this will be ultrasound. The sound reflects from the seabed and returns to the receiver on the bottom of the ship. The depth of the sea beneath the ship is 600 and the time measured is 0.6. What is the wavelength of the sea? Look, V is equal to F lambda. And this V is equal to distance divided by time. The distance divided by time is frequency into lambda. The depth of the sea is given this, and the time measured is 0.6. The depth of the sea is this, and the time measured it is. So we will write here 600 divided by this 0.8. Frequency is given here. It is 3000. Multiply by wavelength. What is the answer? So 0.25. A? No, this is not the answer. What is the mistake? Look, this time is measured by the instrument which is installed in the ship. So look at this. Sound is going down. It's moving up. So this time is actually two-way time. So we are using the distance covered just one way. Either multiply this distance by 2 or divide it by 0.8 by 2. So for this time, down and then up, the total distance covered is 600 down plus 600 up. So now the double of this, definitely the C answer. So do you remember? For this time, double depth is measured. So 2d speed into t. So the V is equal to 2d divided by t, because this time is for the double depth, forward and backward, up and down. So that's why you have to select the C answer. Next, number 18. light is incident on the mirror and is reflected as shown. What is the angle of incidence and what is the angle of reflection? Angle of incidence. If this total angle is 40, so this is, sorry, 80, this is 40, this is 40, but the angle of incidence is this one. Angle between incident ray and the normal is this. So this angle is 50. So this is also 50. So answer is D. Angle of incidence mean the angle of incidence ray and angle between incident ray and the normal. So this angle is required. It's equal to this. Look, this angle is 40. So this total angle is 90. So 90 minus 40, this is 50. So this is also 50. D is the answer. Number 19. An object is placed in front of a lens. The ray diagram shows the path of the two light rays that starts at the tip of the object. Which point P and Q is the principal focus and what type the image is formed? Look, this is the light ray which is parallel to the principal axis. It bends up because this is concave lens. When it is extrapolated back, it is passing through Q. So the Q is principal focus. Is it? And which image is formed? This is the image. Now you have to decide what is the answer. Definitely virtual. Definitely virtual image. But the principal focus is PRQ. You have to decide this. Is this straight line, this one? When we will join this, is this a straight line? No, this is not a straight line. We have to use a scale. So when this light ray is drawn with the scale, it will be passing through this point. Look at this. So the image is virtual and the principal focus is the P point. So the answer is B, not C, not D. The image is virtual. So with the help of the scale, you have to draw a straight line. And this line is extrapolated, this one. It's almost going to pass through P. So answer is B. And the next, a sound wave travels through air. The line is in the diagram shows the position of the particle of air at one particular time. Which distance is the wavelength? So distance between two consecutive compressions are two consecutive rarefactions. So look at A. No, this is not. This is the center of rarefaction. This is center of rarefaction. So this distance is equal to lambda. So the answer is B.